It is billed as the largest economic development project in the history of Tucson, but it continues to get strong pushback from some homeowners. Project Blue, as it's called, the proposed massive data center on the southeast side, still hasn't gotten the green light. And tonight, representatives with the developer answered questions and tried to ease some fears. News 4 Tucson's Eric Fink listened in on that meeting. He's live in Midtown with more on what happened. Eric.
Sean, water continues to be the big sticking point for some homeowners here in Tucson as they remain quite skeptical that our desert is the right place to build Project Blue. And tonight, representatives with Beal Infrastructure, the developer behind Project Blue, tried to ease some of those concerns by saying that they are committed to protecting Tucson's water supply and that the majority of this project will be built using reclaimed water. Tonight's meeting was a virtual one where people's questions were read aloud by City Manager Tom Timur. Project Blue is that proposed 290-acre data center north of the Pima County Fairgrounds near Houghton and I-10. Supporters say it could bring up to $3.6 billion of economic development, up to 3,000 construction jobs and up to 180 full-time jobs once the project is complete. And it will take several years to build. Now, Tucson Electric Power says it is developing new solar and energy capacity to serve that first phase of the Project Blue, which could come online by 2027. City Councilwoman Karen Ulick says she still has many questions and continues to get community feedback with most of the concerns dealing with water. The developer says Project Blue will use potable drinking water for the first 2 years and a reclaimed water pipeline through an 18-mile pipeline after that to cool computers and equipment.
And during the winter months and any months where there's low demand on the system, the reclaimed water is going into the aquifer recharge facility and storing underneath in like an underground reservoir. And then during periods of use, there will be wells that will tap into this underground reservoir and then deliver that same water to the facilities all through the reclaimed water system.
If the reclaimed water pipeline, for whatever reason, is delayed, the implication is more years of potable water use, drinking water. And, you know, fines, whether it's $500,000 or not, aren't the same as the loss of drinking water in this valley.
Now, whether Project Blue moves forward is up to City Council and Mayor Regina Romero, because they would have to be the ones to vote to annex that land into the city of Tucson. Now, a vote on annexation, I'm told, could be as early as August 19th, but that's just a vote to begin the annexation process. That is not a final vote on Project Blue. Another date we want to watch is August 6th. That's coming up next week, where Mayor Romero and City Council will have a study session regarding Project Blue. And we'll have more from tonight's meeting coming up at 10. Live in Midtown, I'm Eric Fink, News 4 Tucson.